Hello, everybody. Before we begin, just a quick little disclaimer. I messed up the audio settings in this video, so Sai kind of sounds like...
Happy midlife crisis, us!
So I do apologize for that, but if you can look past that discrepancy, I think you'll enjoy the video regardless. Anyways, here it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of Recipe for Adventure. I'm Freebowitz, and joining me for the 40th time, if you can imagine that, is my dear friend Sai. Sai, say hello.
Happy midlife crisis, us!
Really? That's... I guess, yeah. I mean, presumably we're going to go beyond like 100 or even 200 episodes eventually. I mean, I suppose... Wait, no, you're right. This campaign is only supposed to go for so many episodes, isn't it? And this could be the midway point.
Yeah, this is roughly the midway point, yeah.
Huh. I just realized also when I was looking through this, I should probably change the little mini quest thingy we're doing to quest 3.5. I mean, 4.5.
I was literally going to say the exact same thing.
So, like, okay. 4.5. Just to make it more consistent. Okay. Hang on. Okay, this is messy. Shop 1, and then we'll fix it up later. But sugar me timbers. I suppose I should ask you a question that I ask every week and such like that.
Yep.
So, I think you and I have talked about DM's PCs before and our thoughts on them, and it basically boils down to it can work, but they shouldn't take away from the player's agency and enjoyment of the game and all that stuff. That's basically how it boils down. Would you agree with me on that?
In the simplest generalized way, yes.
So my question is, have you ever had a DMPC? Like, what is your, maybe not the fondest memory, but your biggest memory of a DMPC, whether it be your own or someone else introducing it into the party?
Well, if there's one, like, there's technically two DNPCs I can think of that are, like, big major ones.
Okay.
But the bigger one that's had drastic ramifications across my entire DMing lifestyle would have to be my goblin Skrunk.
That's a DMPC? I thought he was just a random ass weirdo goblin.
Oh, my friend, he's not just a random ass weirdo goblin. Well, I mean, the Skrunk you're talking about is not even Skrunk. I mean, he's Skrunk, but he's not Skrunk, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oddly, I do in the weirdest way.
Yes. So, allow me to explain. I'm DMing a 4th edition campaign.
Okay.
And I'm like, everyone, you can play whatever the hell you want. If there is a role that is missing from the party, I'll fill it. And so everyone brought their characters to me, and I'm like, cool. None of you are playing a healer? That's fine, I understand. Healers are often the most, underappreciated and unwanted role. I'm like, cool. I can easily make a DMPC who exists just to help heal the party.
It's a heal bot. That is acceptable.
Yeah. And that was my initial thoughts going in. And beforehand, I had built 4 different quote-unquote Skrunks. Just so I had a stat block ahead for session 1. But I noticed very quickly that there was something else that the party lacked. They lacked a face.
Oh.
Which is not a like role like tank or DPS. or controller or healer.
A
The
social character.
face is a character who actually has positive charisma scores and thus does a lot of talking.
Huh. Nobody was playing
So,
a sorcerer?
no one was playing a character who used charisma at all.
Huh. Continue.
So I'm like, okay, interesting. So I changed my character build away from um, cleric,
Mm-hmm.
and I made a ardent instead, which is a class in fourth edition that is a psionic healing class that uses charisma.
Sure.
That way, um, should persuasion or you know deception, intimidate rolls need to be made, it's like yeah, he has charisma. Immediately, there's like, oh, this could be a problem because I am now in charge of talking for the group and rolling for the talking for the group.
Takes away agency from the party.
So what I did was I dumped intelligence and wisdom.
So the players wouldn't want the skunk to talk at all, even though they
No.
could.
How the party ended up working it out is like they let Skrunk talk, but before they sent Skrunk off to talk, they had to explain to Skrunk
Oh.
what it is he was trying to say.
Oh no.
So basically we would have that sort of conversation, but rather than the party talking to the important NPC they need to convince,
They would.
they instead they have to like teach Skrunk what they're trying to do and what he is meant to be saying, and then they send him off as a little mascot that walk over and start talking. And depending if they forgot critical things to tell Skrunk or not, things would get a bit chaotic. He was really good at persuasion because he's a little adorable mascot goblin. People loved him. Of course, they listened to what he wanted. However, if they didn't explain to Skrunk what he was meant to be saying, Skrunk would start doing things, and it got a little chaotic at times.
He filled in the blanks.
Yeah, and he filled in the blanks in the best way a character with sub 10 intelligence can.
I. No. I.
So not only was he the party healer, and like I spec'd him very much into support, but he was basically like, yes, he was the party face, but it didn't take away the agency of the party per se.
It
Like
just
it's like
redistributed that
I
agency.
I redistributed that agency, and so instead of them having to make like persuasion checks to persuade someone who's really difficult to persuade, they would instead have to convince Skrunk that this is what he needs to say for the situation.
That's a really interesting way of having an. Like, I didn't think it could be done, but that's a really interesting way to have a DMPC.
Yeah,
Because, like, the players are literally controlling him poorly by the sounds of it, but they still have a level of control over him. And that's that's cool.
and then the party decided they wanted to elevate him to godhood.
Did it work?
Yes, and thus Skrunk is officially the god of Skrunk, with the joke being that, at least in my version of the Goblin language, the word Skrunk is very nuanced, and there's more than 30 different variations of the word Skrunk. Everything from being poop to meaning friend. And so in this case, he is the god of friendship.
And sometimes poop.
Sometimes poop.
I believe that considering how nuanced like real life languages can get, and like like have you seen that video where someone's like, oh, depending how you pronounce "sure" in Chinese, it can mean like a dozen different things, and like you can have an entire sentence with just saying "sure" with different inflections.
And then there's also apparently buffalo can apparently do that too. And while I won't say that loud, the F word can be used in so many different ways.
That that is true. human language, not just the English language, just human language in general is weird. Um,
Yeah. And so, yeah, the party ended up helping him ascend to godhood. And thus I have a random goblin deity that I'll occasionally pull out of the woodworks, Grunk, the god of friendship. And some of the things he got up to on that path to godhood are silly, stupid, and very crazy.
the more I hear about this campaign of yours, the more I question what the heck am I doing in the second part of your campaign. I have like no context for what's going on, but I'm still a part of it. It's kind of great. It makes it feel like a lived-in universe more.
Well, here's the thing. Grunk is not from the setting that you're currently playing in.
You're kidding me.
Neither is the Scar. However, in that previous setting and universe, one of my players, like, Skrunk ascended to be a god. One of my players ascended to become a new universe.
Okay, don't spoil anything more.
Yep.
We'll talk about that campaign some other time.
Hmm.
Let's talk about Slate Town's quests universe. Alright, so we are in quest 4.5. So players are level 5 at this stage. They can return the Phoenix Feather Owl, who then rewards them with 250 gold each. And he now works in the elixir, and the players can now do stuff in town. Do we want to expand on the list of shops that are available? Because I think in the Slate Town document, we actually do have like some notes on that, don't we?
Well, we were planning that each kind of period of time, new shops would kind of come into the marketplace.
Mm-mm.
And as such, I feel it's only fair that we actually have a couple of, new shops that open up.
Okay. We don't want to have too many stores and split the player's focus then. Maybe 2 stores then. So let's see what's available, like off the top of our heads. So if I go back to... Yeah.
The only shop that is permanent is the soup store.
No, you're missing one.
Am I?
You're forgetting the quest giver.
Well, I mean, Al, yes. I was not including Al because I was thinking about, like, the market district.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, we know the Bloodstone Bazaar, as we call it,
Yeah.
has a lot
Yeah.
of temporary stalls, as mentioned
Yeah.
before. One consistent stall, you're right. Soups and
Mhm.
stews. We don't consider taverns and stuffs to be stores, even though they kind of
Yeah.
are, I guess.
Yeah. But
Oh,
immediately I can think of one store I want to put into the Bloodstone Bazaar.
okay. What are you thinking?
Just an armory. Like,
Oh,
if you, it's like, hey, you finally want to buy a mall? You can buy a mall there. You want to buy half plate? This is the guy to go to.
okay. So what do we call this armory? Like,
Well,
is it a traveling armory, or is this guy setting up shop permanently?
I'm fine with it being like a traveling armory.
Okay.
Um, like, I'm like my mind was initially thinking dwarf, but I love the idea of like a Goliath,
Hmm.
just like an absolute giant of a man who
Oh,
basically is like he's not like that traditional merchant that you think of. It's more of his tribe makes armor and weapons, and then he takes all the armor and weapons with him on a journey to sell them and then bring the money back to the tribe.
okay. I like that. So, big man, small armor.
Yeah, it's like the armor is sized for you because I am selling armor to you.
Mm. So, Goliath selling armor for small people. In brackets, medium slash small sized uh, humanoids. So selling weapons and armor. I got the fun idea of it's a hobby for him. It's like, oh yeah, these are my miniatures, and I'm just selling them to make so I can get more resources to make more miniatures. And he specifically calls them miniatures. So you know what, big man's miniatures. What do you think?
I like it.
Oh, okay. Makes them as a hobby so they can get more materials to make more miniatures. Alright, so for our second store, I do have an idea. I'm thinking we bring back Silvertoes.
Okay.
So I'm not sure exactly what we do with Silvertoes specifically. Because he's a sheep farmer, he does wool. That's not
Yeah.
necessarily that useful to a party of adventurers, is it?
Well, how about he's just a flavor? He's a flavor store. He's not
Oh,
useful per se to the party, but it's like you mentioned offhand, it's like, oh, Silvertoes set up a store. Maybe he's selling a bit of mutton. Maybe he's selling wool.
okay. Silvertoes Silver Store. Okay. You know what? Sells wool and other sheep-based memorabilia. Memorabilia. So like stuffed sheep plushies and the like. Sheep
Yeah.
plushies, carvings, etc. Do we want to say Jumper came with him?
The Jumper's the mascot to attract people's attention.
Yep. Jumper is with Silvertoes. You know what? I want to make it even more. Make even more details and notes about it. So the carvings can be made. Some of the sheep carvings are made with precious stone. Silvertoes will mention that the pay he got from Al back in the first quest allowed him to buy much of the materials for this. So it's like he's like the players are having an impact on the world. He's expanding his store and stuff like that. So maybe he has like a sheep carving made out of amber, or I can't think of any semi-precious like stones that aren't.
Jade.
Oh yeah, okay, jade. Precious stones. Such as amber, jade. What else?
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's cute. All right. Do we want to give the Goliath any special stock, or do we just want to say weapons and armor?
I think just like general weapons and armor. If we do give him a special stock, it should be like 1 or 2 pieces of items.
Okay,
Like,
because I do like adding, because I know some DMs don't like to give their players too many magical items, but I feel
Yeah.
like Baldur's Gate 3 kind of had the right way of it, where they shower the players in magic items, and because you can only attune to 3, you can only get so much use out of them in the first place.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was going to say, like, if we give big man miniatures some magical items, I am of the opinion that they should probably just be like plus ones,
Hmm.
like nice and simple, because it's like, hey, he's a peddler, he's peddling his wares, and he's selling this as a hobby. He's probably not out creating,
Anything too
like,
amazing.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
But even so, picking up like a plus one leather armor,
Like he may have come across like some
hmm,
magically enchanted materials which he would have incorporated into his equipment. Sure, sure, sure. Okay.
yeah.
In that case, I will mention um what do we name this guy anyways? The Goliath.
Um, well, he, he's got the nickname Big Man, something like Bartrov,
Bartrov. Okay.
Big Man Bartrov.
But you can call him Big Man. Okay. Big Man Bartrov, I like it. Alright, so underneath the part where it says that he makes miniatures, which obviously they aren't. I get well, they are actually because they're miniatures compared to. It's all relative. I will mention um makes uh plus one equipment. But I'm just trying to think how I word this. So help workshop the wording with me, Si, because I know you can word it quite
Yeah.
well. I'm trying to say basically, uh, if there are any players who are lacking magic items, it's up like DM's discretion to like
Yeah,
say,
just say at the DM's discretion,
yep.
um, players can find plus one weapons and armor suitable for their character.
Oh yeah, suitable. That's what players can find suitable weapons and armor suitable for their characters.
Well, you don't have to write suitable for the first one. You can just find. I would plus one weapons and armor suitable for their characters.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
In that case, I will also mention the DM is encouraged to do this for players that have less magic items than their peers. There we go. Just
Yeah.
to help make it more fair on them and such like that. So, um, with Silvertoes, I do want to give him something unique. Uh,
I already know one thing I think we could give him.
okay, I think we might be on the same page here. You tell me what you're thinking of.
Well, there just so happens to be a magical item called a figurine of wondrous power,
Ooh.
ivory goats. Or
Oh.
in this case, ivory sheep.
Not what I was thinking of, but I like this more. What does the ivory goat slash sheep do?
So basically, it's a figurine, a statue of a beast small enough to fit in a pocket.
Yeah.
In this case, it would be a sheep. You use an action to speak a command word, and you throw the figurine to a point on the ground within 60 feet of you, at which point it grows and turns into a living creature. In
Mm.
this case, normally it'd be an ivory goat. The creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your language and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, the creature defends itself but takes no other actions.
Hmm.
And it exists for a specific duration that's specific to each figure. Ivory goats. The figurines for the ivory goats are technically created in amounts of 3,
Mm.
so that you always get like 3 little goats.
Mm.
Each goat is unique and follows different functions differently from the others. So there's the goat of traveling,
Mm-hmm.
which can become or the sheep of traveling,
Mm-hmm.
that becomes large enough and basically is a riding horse
Mm.
and has 24 charges each hour. It spends in beast form costs 1 charge,
Mm-hmm.
and basically regains its charges when it runs out after 7 days have passed.
So
The
we.
next one,
Yep.
the next one, the goat of travail, basically becomes a giant goat, which is an actual stat block, for 3 hours. Once it's been used, it can't be used again for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And the goat of terror
Oh.
becomes a giant goat for up to 3 hours. It cannot attack, but you can remove its horns and use them as weapons. One horn becomes a +1 lance, while the other one becomes a +2 longsword.
Hmm.
Removing a horn requires an action, and the weapons disappear, and the horns return when the goat reverts to figurine form. In addition, the sheep or goat radiates a 30-foot radius aura of terror while you are riding it.
Jeez.
Any creature hostile to you that starts its turn in the aura must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened of the sheep of terror for 1 minute, or until it returns to figurine form. The frightened creature can repeat the saves each turn, adding on a success, yada yada, and once it succeeds, it's immune to the aura for the next 24 hours. And once this figurine has been used, it can't be used again until 15 days have passed.
Okay, which
This
page is this
is
on?
this is in the DMG, page 169, part of the Figurine of Wondrous Power section.
Reflavored ivory goats.
Yeah. Ivory Goats Figurine of Wondrous Power. Because it's in Roll20, if you need to read through it, boom.
These are
It's now
magic sheep carvings made of ivory. They are cute and useful. All right, do we want to do anything special? So he's got some ivory sheep. Do we want to say like he gives the players a discount?
yeah.
Like, yeah. So like each one costs how much? Would you say?
Well, they're sold as a set.
Sold as a set.
So, but he could be like, "I'll give you a 50% discount."
Sold as a set. If Jumper is alive, then he's happy to give a 50% discount. How much will we sell it as?
Well, I guess I should go to my little website of more reasonable prices.
Mm-hmm. So the ivory goat.
Yeah. Because standard D&D's item prices are a bit weird. Oh, that's a bit silly. It has the three of them listed at different prices, which is a bit silly. So I'm gonna split the difference between them all. The lowest cost, figuring the power by like this standard is about 5,000.
Oh, that's a bit much.
It is expensive, but think about like how much things this can do, including one of it being literally a just +2 magic longsword and a terror aura, as well as like free travel and stuff. It does so much different things.
Will the players have that amount of money by this stage?
I mean, they potentially will. And also remember, this is getting sold at half price to them, which that's 2,500.
I guess so. All right.
So I think the party should have earned that much from Kraken's Pearl.
Okay. We'll say 5,000 GP then. All right. So it's like mostly flavor, but then one useful thing randomly there.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to give a third store that's just come out of the blue?
Yeah, third store. Like the other thing I was thinking of in terms of potentially useful would be like scrolls, magical scrolls.
Oh wait, no, I just had a thought. Hristfield's Antique Shop.
Ooh. Sure, if you want to do Hristfield, because he's recently just returned.
So it's less it's opening and back up and more like returning, reopening. Oh, okay. So, most items here aren't even magical. This place is more of a seller's shop, as in players can sell some of their loot here. At a higher... Okay, wait, no, I'm going to rephrase this. Chris Field will buy items off the players above market value if they are old or have some historical significance. There we go.
Yeah.
And because this is his store, he will have access to all the money he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's another useful thing then.
Because yeah, it's like the parties earned a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, if they raided the temple, one of the things they potentially got if they defeated the Salvage Titan or stole it is a giant pearl worth like 1,000 GP. So there's like that's a good way to have money and all that. So like I still say the figurines of power probably be very expensive, but it can do a lot. You know what? The more I say it, the more I'm feeling it. Let's cut it down to its normal price to 3,000.
All right, 3,000 sounds good.
And then half price for 1,500. That feels better to me.
Yep. So sold as a set for 3,000 and 1,500 as a discount if Jumper is alive. So like, I just like the idea of like previous things from like even the first quest having like an impact later on. So it's like a very delayed reward even.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the whole economy in D&D is weird sometimes. We're not the first people to point it out, but it's like it is weird, right? Like
Yeah, I think the general like headcanon that people have is that people charge more to adventurers because adventurers have lots of money and little brains.
see that doesn't work well if like the adventurers used to be like villages and like commoners as well.
And call out, yeah. No, the economy is a bit fast and loose.
Yeah, I suppose like you don't play D&D to be capitalists. You play D&D to have like the whole fantasy adventure arc.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. Okay, so I think we've got the 3 stores down. Do we want to start on the little side quests?
I'm happy to work on some of the little side questy type of do's.
Okay. So they probably don't need anything too long or big, but like King Tide Festival cleanup. What do we want involved with that, if anything at all?
What I'm thinking that'd be cool, nice and simple. Make it like a skill challenge.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if they succeed, they earn a certain amount of money. If they fail, they earn like less.
Sure. Okay. All right. So the flavor, I suppose, is there is still many. Okay, wait. With the festivities now done, many of the tourists have left behind their trash. Traveling merchants have left behind unwanted stalls. Their unwanted stalls. And everyone is either too tired or hungover to have properly cleaned it up. So we basically want the players to clean it up, hey? Does that sound about right to you?
That sounds fine to me.
Yeah, so it's a literal cleanup. Okay.
And
Okay, so
so,
yep, so skill
like,
checks. So like players
and
can
attribute checks, I think, too.
okay. Players can argue, actually at DM discretion, players can roll any number, any specific, any one attribute to help clean up the town. So, like, I will say something like,
Well, I'd say attribute or skill.
okay,
Skill having a higher DC, because you can have proficiency in that.
I won't even say DC. So I'll say, I'm going to base it off the results. So, like, the reward is based off the
Oh,
results.
okay, yeah.
So, on a result of, say, like, less than 1, any help given was either negligible or outright. What's the word for something that's unhelpful?
You just say unhelpful.
Oh, unhelpful. No reward is given on a result of 2 to 9. The help wasn't anything special, but it was noticed. Gain, let's say, 5 copper on a result of 10 to 15. The help was truly that helpful. Gain 5 silver. And then on a result of 16 to 21, the player was of great help. Gain 15 silver. And then here's where we go. On a result of 22 plus, the player is basically a star. Gain 15 silver plus 1 for each point above 21. Along with, above 21. At the DM's discretion, the player might also gain a positive reputation with the town as a result. Okay. I will also point out spells cast during these checks can also influence these numbers at the DM's discretion. Alright, what do you think of the wording here?
No, I'm liking it so far. I also like the idea because a bunch of people left stuff lying around that people might be able to randomly obtain something on their cleanup as well.
Oh. I guess it's easier. Okay, in that case, okay, loot table. Wait, no, you know what? Scavenge table is rolled at a -5. And we're going to make a scavenger table.
More work for us, let's go! More work, scavenger table.
So on a result of 2 to 9, they don't have to do anything there. Scavenger table is rolled at a, let's say, +1. And then we'll do this as a +2. +2. Scavenger table is rolled at a +5. Okay, and then it's like, while cleaning up, players might accidentally find something valuable. Roll on the following scavenger table. Okay, so table. Let's have 20 results.
Okay.
So
And one should start with like 1 or less.
Yeah, so 1d20. Basically, roll 1d20. So yes, 1 or less. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know what? I'm going to add one more. 21 and more.
Immediately, I'm thinking of somewhere to go for random objects.
Okay, so 1 or less. They find...
Nothing.
No. I want 2 to 3 to be nothing. I want 1 to be something bad.
They got pickpocketed.
No, not even that. A rusty piece of scrap metal that jabs your hand. Take 1d4 poison damage. There we go. Just, rub salt in the wound.
Is it going to matter at all? Probably not. But
No.
yeah, it is just.
It's essentially just an insult. That's
Yep.
literally what we've got here.
Yep.
All right. So I'm thinking like 4 to 8, like minimal, like coinage or something like that. One.
Well,
Yeah.
there is something we can do.
Oh.
For some of the results, the trinkets.
Oh. In the
From the PHP.
DMG player's
That's
handbook.
PHP.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Throw something at me.
Okay. For a low roll,
Yep.
a pair of old socks.
Pair of.
That's number 29.
Okay. Yep. So basically, these are things that you don't really want, but they aren't detrimentals per se. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. Throw another one at me.
Okay. A tiny sketch portrait of a goblin. That is number 38.
Sketch portrait of a goblin. You think? There we go.
Yep.
Alright, what's the next one?
43. A tiny silver bell without a clapper.
Tiny silver bell without a clapper. Alright, you know what? I'm not looking at this table, so I'm going to throw a number at you.
Okay.
What's 50?
50. Ooh. A whistle made from gold-colored wood.
Made from gold-colored wood. So that could be useful. Let's go up. Let's say 53.
A small box filled with different-sized buttons.
With different sized buttons. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's go 63.
An alabaster mask.
Alabaster mask. Ooh, that could introduce some role play for sure.
Yeah.
71.
71. A fragment of a beautiful song written as musical notes on 2 pieces of parchment.
Fragment of a beautiful song written on a piece of parchment, was it?
It says 2 pieces of parchment, but it's fine with just one as well.
Okay. All right, I think 11 to 15 we could think of somewhat useful stuff. But minor things. So maybe 2 copper, and then maybe something from the player's handbook, the
Well, it could be
section.
a single simple weapon.
Like
So maybe a club or a dagger or a throwing axe.
Okay, an unclaimed. What was that throwing axe? Did you say?
Yeah, hand axe.
Unclaimed hand axe. Decent condition. What else? I don't want to go for equipment specifically, like weaponry and such. I'm thinking of utility-based things.
50 feet of rope.
On a dockside? That's everywhere, though.
I just tossed out a random thing, okay?
That's fair.
You're right that it's everywhere, and maybe that's why you can get some of it with no issues.
You know what? You're right. Okay. 50 feet of rope. There we go. All right, what else do we got?
Random stuff. Let's see. How about a crowbar?
Ooh, crowbar. Yep. And 15 will be last of our small but useful things.
A water skin.
Water skin. Fresh and unused. Alright, so 16 to 20 are some things that they love to find, whether roleplay wise or otherwise. Honestly, I would have probably put the whistle and alabaster mask in this section because those 2 things sound like they could be useful for different reasons. But it's good to have things mixed in. Yeah, okay. Because this is pretty random. Let's say bag of caltrops. That can be pretty useful.
Immediately I thought of the healing potion.
Oh, yeah, healing potion. Healing potion. What else? Ooh. A purple gem worth 25 GP.
Nice.
Because healing potions are pretty expensive, if I remember correctly.
The usual set cost is 50 GP.
Yeah, so...
Well, like a proper adventurer's one.
Exactly. What else can we throw at the players?
Well, if we're offering a gem, I might as well go to the same sort of...
idea.
And go to the DMG for an actual, like a treasure art piece. Oh,
Ooh,
that's what is the drip. That's not the right one. Where's my thing? Uh, this is the book I need. Where's my art piece section?
you're thinking like a small.
Objects.
Oh, yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
like well, it's like gems normally go from 10 GP to 50 GP.
Yeah.
25 GP is the art object.
Oh, okay. So wait, what's the
Yeah.
gem usually worth? Did you say 50
Uh,
GP?
uh, 10 GP or 50 GP for the low end ones.
Okay, I'll say a purple gem is worth 10 GP, and then we'll say a small
Yep.
painting
Ooh.
of the sea,
Yep.
and
Worth
that'll be
25 GP. Yep.
worth 25 GP. And then 20, that's like the big one that anyone can technically get.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got an idea for the 21 plus one in a second, but the 20, um, what
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 would be
what
kind
what do you
of
think for the 20?
Well, I mean, how about literally just a unclaimed pouch of various coins worth totaling up to 50 gold pieces?
I don't want to do that because that's kind of my plan for 21. But then, like,
I see. Because we got the healing potion. I'm not sure. It's like
okay, so for 21 plus, I'm gonna do an unclaimed pouch filled with various coins equaling 20 plus 1 per point above 20. Wait. Equaling the scavenge result. Okay, wait. X D4. Okay, yes. Okay, this is how I'm going to do it. XD4 gold coins, where X is the result rolled on the scavenger table. So if they
cool.
roll 21, they basically get 21 D4 gold coins.
Also, I'm moving this to here
Oh,
because
okay.
I found something.
Oh, what'd you get?
A set of fine clothes,
Oh.
which is only worth 15 GP,
Mhm.
possibly discarded during drunken revelry.
Oh, I like that flavor. You gotta write. Okay, yep. I like that. I like that. You know what? Writing nothing in 2 and 3 is very boring. I know what to do for one of them. Um, an empty wine bottle. Wait, no. A mostly empty bottle of cheap wine. And what else? What else?
Well, how about if like one or less is getting hit by a piece of scrap metal? What if one is just finding like a bent nail?
And getting like scratched or something, you think?
Well, without getting scratched. No,
Okay.
no. Leave that one. Or no. Leave. Oh, I was gonna say number like less than one is getting scratched by a metal.
Mm.
One is just finding the metal before it scratches you.
You find the rusty piece of scrap metal. You find a
Yep.
rusty piece of scrap metal. There we go. Okay, so do we do anything with number 2 then? Actually, if we go to Slate Town,
Mm-hmm.
is there a section? No, no, no. Okay, Slate Town quests. If we scroll all the way near the beginning, I just want to double check the activities and stuff they had during the King Time Festival.
Yeah. Sea serpent kite, shell necklaces, six with large preserved fish bones with painted in garish colours, toy boats, miniatures of Baron von Cleef.
Okay, hey, you know what? Okay, number 2 is a knock off, uh, a knockoff miniature of Baron von Cliff, colored very wrongly, likely made a child cry. Baron Cliff. There we go.
Oh boy.
You can sort of like imagine what it
Yeah,
looks like in your head, don't you? Like we've
yeah.
all
I've seen those very, very poorly made knockoffs. Yeah,
like, oh my goodness. Oh, that actually went quite. We actually went quite a while. Like this was actually a very involved table. I feel.
but flavor is always wonderful.
Always, always, absolutely. Okay. Hang on, I just want to expand this. There we go. What if I'm just trying to think. How do I? Like, obviously, when we like get this done. There we go. Okay, Father Giovanni's charity drive. Do we want to make this thing completely innocent, or do we want to have it have like sinister undertones? Because I'm okay with either or.
Um, I don't know because I feel like the one with the sinister undertones is the rats in the basement.
Okay, okay. So this is completely innocent. Father Giovanni. Father Giovanni sends a letter to the players asking if they can do a charity run around town with his collection plate. And then we'll basically do something similar with King Tide Festival,
Oh, I mean, yeah,
but less
just like
reward for them, basically.
yeah, it's persuasion checks.
Okay. At DMs, you can roll any one attribute skill to help uh, collect uh, funds for the church. Players can choose to lie to Father Giovanni and keep some, if not all, of the money. However, they will feel guilty if they do so. And I'm not even going to talk about rewards at all, because like if this was a normal church, like with a
Mm-hmm.
normal like father, I would say, oh yeah, you guys get a minor blessing at the end of this depending on how well you do, or you
Yep,
guys get healed a bit, like
yep.
because you feel like you've done a good job, or maybe you get temporary hit points because like, yeah, I've done a good job, I've done a good deed, sort of thing. But like in this case, it's like, nope, Father Giovanni is not genuine. So this is like the one side quest that has like literally no reward.
If we want to give it a little bit of flavor,
Hmm.
we can just treat it as like a regular charity drive. But there is technically something that we could attach this charity drive to as well.
Oh, what are you thinking of?
Well, if you remember during the whole King Tide Festival,
Hmm.
there was a poor victim.
A poor victim.
Yeah, if you remember, Vodos kind of shanked a guy potentially.
Oh
Actually, wait,
yeah,
did he manage to get saved? No, was that
yeah.
something? Yeah, the lighthouse keeper lighthouse keeper get murdered. Let's find the house and to find a trident already holding the trident. They also see a costumed lighthouse keeper, sea serpent bleeding out behind that person. Um,
So it's
the players
possible
are
that.
quickly undermined now as the lighthouse keeper is simply unconscious. Okay, never mind then.
Oh no, you know what? I like where you're going with this. Um, okay, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna put in a little note. Um,
yeah.
if the lighthouse keeper was killed in an earlier quest, then the money is for their family. Otherwise, the money is just for those that are in need.
Cool.
So, like, it's sort of like reactionary to like what the players have or haven't done. So, like, once
Yep.
again, rubbing salt in the wounds. Like, oh yes, that lighthouse keeper that Vodus the Unsunken killed. Yes, I am collecting funds for them and their family now. Would you please help?
Yep.
Cool.
Just rub that guilt in right
Rub it
nice and
in.
well.
Yes. Mm. Monster in the wood. What kind of monster we thinking here?
Um, I'm thinking it's a monster in the woods. Part of me is like we could go the good old like owlbear.
Mm-mm-mm. I mean,
The party are level 5, so maybe something that's like challenge rating 5 might be good.
something in the woods. Players must track it down, either run it off or kill it. Okay, so track the monster down. Players have, let's say, 4 opportunities to find it, which determine what time of day they'll encounter it. So, like, during the day. So, if it's an owlbear, we could say it's nocturnal, so it's harder to find during the day.
Well, yeah, the only problem I have at the moment is that the owlbear is a little weak compared to the party at the moment. Ooh, hello.
Have you found a nocturnal
Hmm.
monster at like DC5? Like, I mean, not DC5,
Well,
but
I just looked up owlbear and I just realized that apparently, as of the newest version of D&D,
mhm.
they added in a stronger owlbear.
Oh, okay. What's its
It,
challenge
it's
rating?
CR7,
Oh,
so it's a bit tougher.
that might be a bit too
Um,
much for the party then.
yeah, well, for a side quest, I think that's a bit too much potentially. Um, but I was thinking maybe instead of an owlbear, maybe do like a dinosaur or something. Triceratops
Okay.
or a giant crocodile. Let me have a look. Monstrosity. Monstrosities have pretty good adjacent to beast things.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ooh, an Umber Hulk. That'd be pretty terrifying. It's the right challenge level. Not normally on the surface. Um, hmm. Gorgon. Oh, found something.
Oh,
Classic. The Bulette.
oh, that's like a that's like a land
The,
shark thing, right?
yeah, that's the land shark.
Are they nocturnal by any chance?
Um, well, whether they're nocturnal or not, they are often underground hunters. So they will like bury themselves underground and sense predators when they approach via vibration.
Mm-mm. Monster is a. How do you spell bullet? Is it literally bullet? Yep.
Bulte.
Okay. And it's mostly active during the night, which is why it's easier to find during that time. If players cannot find the creature, they will return with no reward. If they slay the bullet, they are rewarded, let's just say 100 GP each.
Yeah.
GP each. Okay, there we go.
And if they need a place to actually find it, use the old goblin camp.
Mm-mm-mm. The old camp map can be used. Alright, so rats in the basement. Actually imps in Salt Lake Inn.
Yep, speaking of which, if you have a look in Roll20.
Yep. Oh.
There's a little basement map.
Oh.
When did that get there? Since we started recording, that's when. It's a very nice, simple basement with a couple of rooms.
And imps are pretty low in terms of CR, so we can have like swarm of these like running around if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, and the reward for clearing out the basement is 50 GP each, let's just say.
Make it like 10 GP each.
Okay, yeah.
And then like an additional like 20 added in once the actual danger is revealed. It's like, it's just rats. It's like, I'm not going to pay you much for just killing out rats. It's annoying, but I need someone to do it. You're saying they weren't rats, they were something else? Okay. Got any proof? Okay, there's weird little bits of sulfur on the ground where the rats supposedly were. Okay, fine, I'll add more.
Okay, so reward is doubled when it's proven to be imps. I mean, if it's proven to be imps. There we go.
Yep.
Alright, I think that's all the side quests done for Slate Town.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Did you at least write down how many imps there are?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? Let's add 2 more to make it an even 13. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. You know, we won't say in the questing how many there are. We'll just let the players figure it out.
Sure.
Alrighty, I think that's everything. I'm Freebie Wits. Thank you for joining us for Recipe for Adventure. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and then bye-bye.
Ciao.